So WWE Extreme Rules 2013 is finally in the record books, and I know I'm coming at you guys one day later with this recap, but unfortunately I was unable to make the video yesterday. But here I am today. So this is your Extreme Rules results, and let's just dive right into this. Took all the notes and everything here, as you guys can see, front and back. Here we go. First match of the night was the YouTube pre-show. The Miz defeating Cody Rhodes. It was a pretty good 7-minute match. They definitely utilized all the time that they had. I don't know if it's the fact that I don't like the finish, and I really didn't like how I still don't like Miz using the figure four. I don't know if that's just me or a lot of other, because I don't know. A guy, once you know a guy like the Miz for as long as I have, you don't look at him as a special submission specialist. I don't look at him like that. I kind of look at him as more of a technical wrestler than a guy who uses the figure four because he wants to dedicate his matches to Ric Flair and everything. But I don't. I liked the match, but I didn't like. I still don't like the figure four. I really am not a big fan of it. If I had to rate the match, I'd give it maybe in the school rating, maybe a C plus, B minus. In numeral, I'd probably give it maybe 2.75, maybe a 3 out of 5. Pretty good pre-show match to start it off. The first match of the night was not Randy Orton this year. In fact, it was actually Chris Jericho versus Fandango, a return match from WrestleMania. They failed to mention that Chris Jericho last year was in a WWE Championship match, so kind of how the mighty have fallen, if you know exactly what I'm saying there. Only difference with this one was Fandango had a lot of offense, especially in the first few minutes of the match. I believe around the 3-minute mark, Jericho even hit a crossbody from the top rope onto Fandango from the outside. I thought that was a pretty cool moment. Crowd was very into this match. I don't know if it was the fact that they just love Chris Jericho or they're into the Fandango craze, but this crowd was very into this match. And your winner, Chris Jericho, with a beautiful finish. Fandango went to hit a crossbody from the top rope and completely missed it. Jericho countered it into a code breaker, all in one fluid motion. Beautiful, beautiful finish right there. I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I thought it was a very good match. Maybe a 3.25, any sort of range from there. I thought it was a very good match, and it kicked off the night on a very good note. Second match of the night, the United States Championship was on the line. Kofi Kingston defended against the Shield's Dean Ambrose, and I felt this match was very, very good. A lot of these matches tonight were very, very good. They mentioned Kofi Kingston is also undefeated at Extreme Rules, as well as John Cena, and there was even, I'm not sure if I have the time on here, but sometime around halfway through the match, Dean Ambrose even hit like a crossface chicken wing, shades of Bob Backlund from the late 80s, early 90s. So there's that. I felt the match was a little too short for comfort. I think if we have some sort of rematch, which is whether it's tonight or at Payback next month, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this match. But your winner and new United States Champion, Dean Ambrose of the Shield. Like I said, I thought it was a very good match. Beginning of this show was very, very good. I think this is probably one of my favorite events right now of 2013, and that this is including WrestleMania. WrestleMania kind of had its down points though. With this one, the next match I'm going to get to kind of was, and then the match afterward kind of was too. But I'll get to why in just a second. But Kofi and Dean put up a great, valiant effort. 3.25 out of 5 stars, or even a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Overall, a good B average. So there's that. The third match of the night was the strap match, Mark Henry versus Sheamus. Match ended around 7:58. It was a good 8-minute match. A lot of innovative type of deals we saw here. In fact, around a minute and a half in the match, we saw Mark Henry try to like hog tie Sheamus with the strap, and then kind of carry him to all 4 turnbuckles. I thought, hey, this is that's pretty nice, pretty innovative. Overall, I thought it was a pretty good match for the most part. There were definitely some points where I felt the match really slowed down a lot, and that includes a lot of what happened on the outside. I don't know if it was just me. I didn't feel that, the outside, when they leave the ring, that wasn't necessary. I don't feel it was. I don't feel it was very necessary. But your winner is the Celtic Warrior Sheamus. I rated it a 2.75 out of 5 stars. Kind of had an obvious ending, but I went with Mark Henry getting the win and keeping himself a little bit relevant in the title situation. The fourth match was the I Quit match, Jack Swagger versus Del Rio. Before the match even started, we had a promo cut from Zeb Coulter talking about I'm like the midterm election or something. I'm sorry, I was getting my food around this time, so I'm not 100% sure on what he was talking about. The Singapore Cane. Oh, I'm sorry, the kendo stick? No, I grew up with it being called the Singapore Cane, so I'm going to keep calling it the Singapore Cane. It was used a lot this entire night. This is not the first time we even saw it. Match was very physical right out of the starting gate, and a lot of these matches were too. I believe Jericho was, and Mark Henry and Sheamus. When it came to Mark Henry and Sheamus, I didn't like how they started it off with kind of like a tug-of-war thing, and then Mark Henry stepped on the strap, and then Sheamus just pulled it, and Mark Henry fell. It's like, what is this? That's pretty stupid. I guess that's to show that, you can get stabbed in the back or something. I don't know. But Jack Swagger and Alberto Del Rio, I thought it was an okay match for the most part. I felt that it lacked a lot of the necessities for it to be considered an I Quit match, considering the person that was on the offense, every single time he hit his opponent, he asked the referee to tell the other person, do you want to quit? And I don't know. Around 10 minutes in, we got the Patriot Lock, and, the Patriot Lock that was countered from a cross arm breaker, so I thought that was a pretty nice counter. Definitely probably counter of the night besides the crossbody into a code breaker earlier on. Then on the outside we saw Zeb Coulter and Ricardo Rodriguez mix it up a little bit and ended up having Zeb throw the towel in, but the ref's back was turned. He turned back around and he saw Ricardo Rodriguez standing in that direction. They rang the bell. Jack Swagger wins the match. And at this point, I'm like, okay, I'm going to give this a 3.25, 3.5, which seems to be the average rating out of 5 stars. I thought it was very good. And then, what happens? Finally, WWE uses the replay, because now the referees decide to replay. Hell, where was this? Where was this when the Bellas were screwing people out of winning the damn titles all the time with the twin magic shit? Why are they just now putting replays in the damn show? I don't know. Hell, JBL said it right here. He said, and I quote, "When did we start using replay?" There you go. I wrote that as soon as he wrote it down. And what do I have right there? A big word saying agree, because I agree. Jesus Christ. Anyway, the match restarted, and we had a winner within about a minute. Your winner, Alberto Del Rio, made Jack Swagger say I quit. I thought we were going to have Swagger win, and then Del Rio have some sort of clause where he says that he, never got his rematch clause, and that's why we're going to have the triple threat ladder match at SummerSlam, but it didn't look like that happened. I hated the restart of the match. I really did, because I would have loved it a lot more if Zeb got the, he got the clever victory there. I thought that would have been way better, but WWE had to screw it up and give Alberto Del Rio the win here. Fifth match of the night was the Tornado Tag Title match. Team Hell No, Daniel Bryan and Kane defended against Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins of The Shield. Earlier on, their leader technically, Dean Ambrose won the United States Championship, so The Shield was definitely at an advantage here. Around 4 minutes 40 seconds in the match, all 4 guys hit their finishers. I believe Kane hit the choke slam or something. Then Rollins hit his knee. Then I believe he got caught or something. I don't remember exactly the order, but there's that. Match was around 7.5 minutes long. I thought it was pretty nice. And your winners and new tag team champions, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns of The Shield. I wasn't expecting... I was expecting it, definitely, because they wouldn't just randomly give The Shield title matches for absolutely no positive reason. But I was starting to think that Daniel Bryan and Kane were going to hold those damn titles forever, because I don't even remember the last time they defended them, besides WrestleMania and that clusterfuck of a match with Ziggler and Big E Langston. So overall, I thought that was a pretty good match. I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Definitely probably was one of the better matches of the night. And then we got to one of my favorite matches, surprisingly. It had Randy Orton in it. The sixth match of the night, the Extreme Rules match, Big Show versus Randy Orton. This match was around 12 to 13 minutes long, and I definitely recommend you guys check this match out. I liked this match. I'm not gonna say I loved it, but I did enjoy this match from start to finish. Like I said, very physical out of the starting gate. Within a minute, like I said, the Singapore King got involved. I believe Randy Orton was the one that pulled it out. By around 8 minutes of the night, or of the show, excuse me, Big Show set up this little contraption here where he set up two chairs and then put a ladder in between, and it looked like he was going to try and jump off the top rope and try and splash through Randy Orton on it, but Randy Orton ended up missing, went right through the ladder, and definitely very good here. Around 11 minutes in, Randy Orton hit the RKO on a steel chair, and you thought the match was over. No, we saw the return of Randy Orton's punt kick that he hasn't used since about 2010, around 11:45 in the match, and your winner, Randy Orton. This match was very good. I definitely recommend you guys check this out if you're ever in the mood for a modern day, like hardcore match. I definitely recommend this match. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought it was a very good match. Some may say I'm overrating it, but I definitely liked this match, and that's just my preference. If you ever get the chance to watch a modern day Extreme Rules match, I definitely recommend this one. Hopefully, this puts an end to the Big Show Randy Orton feud, and they showed the commercial for Payback, and a lot of people are already saying this is a heel Randy Orton, and Randy Orton's going to be a heel now. And first of all, A, I hope to God, and B, I don't know. We'll definitely have to wait and see. The seventh match of the night was the Last Man Standing WWE Championship match, where the champion John Cena defended against the challenger Ryback. This match was around 22 minutes long. Ryback, he had a ton of offense definitely at the beginning of the match. Definitely worked over Cena's Achilles heel. By about 7 minutes in the match, Cena gets thrown through a table. Or no, he had him in like the what did he have him in? Oh, he did a fallaway slam and threw Cena through a table. We all thought that was it, but no, it wasn't. By around 10 to 11 minutes in, Cena ends up getting the table and FUing Ryback through, but Ryback gets up. There was a spear through the barricade. They took this match to the outside, definitely, and another really good last man standing match. Excuse me. Definitely a really good one here. I definitely recommend checking out the last 3 matches of the night because I definitely recommend them to a lot of modern day viewers. And Cena, they took it to the fans. They took it up to the stage. They went to the left here, and I believe Cena crawled up. There was a point where Cena crawled up on a like the fans thing where the fans are sitting and everything, and Cena jumps off of it, puts Ryback through the table, but Ryback somehow manages to get up, and around 21 minutes in to be exact, you get the picture that has definitely been looked around a lot on the internet, especially by all the wrestling fans. Yes, Ryback spearing John Cena through the Extreme Rules stage, therefore putting an end to the match. This match ends in a draw, and honestly, I didn't like it at first, but now I completely understand why. They want to make this feud last as long as it can. They want to juice as much as they can out of this feud until CM Punk comes back. And they can't afford to have Ryback lose tonight, and they couldn't afford to have Cena lose tonight. So I think the next best thing is to have, I guess, Ryback put him through a stage and, go from there. I'm kind of interested to see how they're going to play this out on Monday Night Raw tonight. Definitely a very physical match here. If you guys haven't checked this match out, I definitely recommend checking this out too. I think Big Show, Randy Orton, John Cena, Ryback, and Triple H and Brock Lesnar, if you're willing to spend your money on anything, I definitely recommend spending it on these 3 matches, let alone the entire night, because the entire night was very good from start to finish. I didn't rate this one, but I'm going to rate it now. I'll say maybe a 3.75, maybe even a 4 for that matter. Some may say I'm overrating it. Some may say I'm even underrating it. I don't know. I didn't rate it. I literally didn't rate anything for that one because I was still in shock from the stage thing. The moment itself was nice, but the aftermath kind of, it soon set in, after that the hangover, exactly. So then the last match of the night, Triple H and Brock Lesnar in the Steel Cage Showdown. I'm glad that WWE put this match last on the card. We got physical with this match right from the get-go. Triple H didn't give Brock Lesnar any time to make his entrance, and right before he got even down to the ramp, Triple H came down and started beating down on Brock Lesnar. And around 2-3 minutes in, I don't have it written down, Brock Lesnar goes to hit some sort of crazy-ass knee. I honestly don't know what the hell he was trying to do here on Triple H, and he went to hit it, and Triple H moved out of the way. Brock Lesnar smashed his knee against the cage, and that played a factor in this entire match because Lesnar was only able to use one leg throughout this entire match now. Around 15 minutes in, I'm not 100% sure because I don't have it written in front of me, Triple H pulls out the like a camouflage sledgehammer, excuse me. This was a new cage structure. I could tell. I'm not sure if it was or not, but I felt it looked like the cage was a little bit more like flimsy. Like it really did look like if Lesnar was to throw Triple H through or vice versa, the cage would have broke. Like it looked very, very small, but the tops when you crawl over them, it looked really, really big. Like it looked like platforms going over the entire thing. But Triple H brought the sledgehammer in, the equalizer, but it wasn't enough because Paul Heyman was definitely another equalizer in this match and definitely equaled out the playing field here. And towards the end of the match, Brock Lesnar took advantage of the sledgehammer. Paul Heyman ended up getting Triple H a little bit more distracted. He turned around and took a big old sledgehammer to the face, knocking Triple H out cold. Brock picked him up, hit him with the F5, covered him 1, 2, 3. Match over and done with. Brock Lesnar is your winner. I definitely expected this, and it desperately was needed because if Brock Lesnar lost this damn match, he could be considered a main event frickin' jobber. Because if you take a look at his win-loss record since he came back last year, it ain't looking too good. It really does. His only 2 victories are against Triple H at SummerSlam last year and now at Extreme Rules. He lost to Cena and he lost to Triple H last month at WrestleMania. So, Brock Lesnar definitely needed this win tonight. And, yeah, that concludes Extreme Rules for you guys tonight. Overall, I thought the matches were very good. I think they were actually booked in the proper order this time. That definitely helped out. What else? Nothing else happened, I don't believe. I think I covered everything on the dang show. So, overall, I think the show was a very big success. If I was to rate it, I'd say out of 10, 7.5, maybe 8. I think it was definitely a very good match. Every match seemed to have 1 or 2 great moments to remember. At least when it comes to Extreme Rules, you're not going to remember it from history, but when you think about Extreme Rules, you're going to think about 1 or 2 moments from every single match tonight, and I think I brought up almost every single one, with the crossbody into a codebreaker from the beginning to the sledgehammer shot heard around the world by Brock Lesnar. So anyway, that's it for me today, guys. I'm going to let you guys definitely follow me on Twitter because I'm going to be watching Raw tonight, so if you want to interact with me during Raw tonight, Twitter's down in the description box, and I will talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys have to say about Extreme Rules, and I am out. Perry the Entertainer signing out. Peace.